Good evening, and hello from Flint. So, what an evening. I'm going to be camped out in the barn all night tonight. Flint is colicky. I noticed this afternoon that something was up. I came back out to check on him a couple hours later, and he seemed to be okay, but still really bloated. He laid down. That's not good. And then he farted really big, and that is good. I still stayed there and watched him for a bit. And what I noticed was he laid down, then he got up, then he fidgeted around a while. So I decided to take him for a walk. And that's what my dad said to do, but that was, that's 30-year-old information. I used to stay home from school. I had to stay home from school one time and walk one of his horses that he had that had colic until the vet showed up. And so I know that some people say that doesn't do anything, but I wanted to do it just in case. So I'm walking him around, just walking him around. And then he plops down on the ground and lays down. And I was like, no, I don't think so. Get up. So we walked around a little bit more, and then he plopped down again. And this time he started rolling back and forth, side to side. And he was doing some stuff with his paws. I could tell he was in a lot of pain. And I was like, okay, he has colic. That is confirmed. I know it. And so I have been trying to get a hold of a vet since like 6, maybe not 6, maybe 8. I've been trying to get a hold. My vet isn't available. Not answering his after hours number. Any vet. I've posted on the Malala page. People gave me numbers to their vets, and I haven't found one vet who could come or was willing to come out. Some of them said they were heading out to an emergency call. But, nobody was willing to come so far, except for a blessing of a girl in Malala. I posted there asking for people to send me their vets' phone numbers, their after-hour numbers. And this girl said, I have Benamine and mineral oil, and I'll come to you and help you. I don't have Benamine on hand. Like everybody said, give him Benamine. Well, I don't have Benamine because you got to get it from a vet. So maybe people who have a lot of horses have Benamine on hand from their vets for just in case. But I don't have Benamine because you have to get it from a vet. So anyway, this girl said, I'll come, be there in a few. And she was there in a few. She came. And by now it was probably about 10, maybe 9:30, 10. I don't know. I don't know when this all started. But she showed up. We shoved some mineral oil down his throat. And boy, I think more came out than went in. He didn't like it. And she gave him the Benamine, which is kind of a pain reliever, I think. And short time later, he did relax some. There's lots of tummy rumbles and tummy sounds, although there is still no poo. I was just looking at the time to see how long this video is. So we're waiting for poo right now. The mineral oil is to get his intestinal tract moving, because we don't know if there's a blockage or anything, So you can see he was really bloated up in this flank area, which I know it was really bloated. I knew it wasn't normal for him. And it actually is better now than it was this afternoon. So that's good. But we still don't have poop or farts. We have tummy rumbling since the mineral oil, good tummy rumbling, and he's drinking water, probably because he hates the mineral oil so much. But we need him to poo. And I have him tied up because he can't lay down, because if he lays down, he might roll. And rolling is what they do when they're in pain, and that is what causes the intestines to twist. And a friend of mine said because he's young, the intestines will twist pretty easy. So he is not laying down. And the gal that came and gave me the medicine for him, or actually she gave him the medicine and helped me out, I asked her, so what would you do? Do I just, stay with him all night to make sure he doesn't lay down? And she said, yeah. She said when it happened to her, she camped out in the barn. And so that's what I'm doing. See, I've got my chair, and I've got coffee and water, and my laptop, and a bucket for a footstool, and I'm really, really cold, but he's right here next to me, and he seems a lot more relaxed since the betamine has been given to him, which is really nice, really good. And so I'm hoping that he'll just fall asleep here while he's standing here. I don't know if he will, but I'd really love him to poop. I really would love him to poop, because that will tell me that he's probably out of the woods. So I am waiting to see poop, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully if I can't find a vet to come out yet tonight, I'll be able to get someone in the morning. Hopefully my vet will be available. I've left messages, so I'm hoping to hear back from some people, but it's the middle of the night, I know. Not sure why I haven't gotten a hold of any emergency vets. That's really weird. The after-hours vets, I don't understand. There has not been one of them that has been able to come. They all called and back, and they've, recommended things to do, and I'm doing it. So anyway, wanted to just give you all an update on Flint, and I will be sure and post when he poops. So I'm going to be praying for him all night, camped out here all night, and so Jesus, be with Flint tonight. Give us some poop. So I'll talk to you guys later. So it's about 3:15. Still no poop. There's a lot of gut rumbling going on in Flint's tummy. Right now he's just standing behind me in the stall, tied. I think he's probably dozing or just standing there. I don't know. So I'm just hanging out, just me and God, having some discussions. So it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just got off the phone with my vet. And he said absolutely he does not agree with people who say don't let the horse lay down. He thinks that that actually can encourage him to pass the gas. He also says he might not be pooping because of the 2 loose stools that he had yesterday afternoon, and he hasn't eaten since then. So he said to let him lay down. It's okay if he rolls, and then, after he rests a little bit, because he's very tired. He's been trying to lay down all night, but, trying to sleep, but he can't sleep. He wants to lay down. Anyway, so after he rests a little bit, I'm going to take him out for a walk, and he said let him have some nibbles of green grass. Not a lot, just some nibbles. He said it's a really good sign that he has been wanting to eat. And then after that, we'll see how he does. And I'll know if he's not right and call the vet back. But so this is what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to let him lay down and get some rest because he's been standing in one spot all night. And see, he's hungry and he's eating the sawdust. See, and he'll eat dirt outside too. So anyway, I'm going to let him lay down and rest. You can see he looks sleepy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's about almost 6:30. If you can't tell by the sound of the roosters here in the barn. They actually started going about 2:30 in the morning. Anyway, I'm camped out outside Flint's stall, and I have some good news. Look. So, the reason this is good news is because he's not rolling around in pain. Normally, when they're in pain, you don't want them to lay down with colic because they roll back and forth side to side. And the theory is that that can twist their intestines even more. Well, my vet, this morning, I told him that I was trying to keep Flint up all night, and he was obviously tired. Bunny, Bunny. He was obviously tired, like he'd start to fall asleep, and then his legs would start to wobble, and I'd go entertain him, wake him up, do something, scratch him, pet him, whatever. Anyway, I let Bunny out of her stall because I thought she would help keep him awake and entertained while he's just standing there in his stall tied up. Bunny, you're so funny. Anyway, so she's just hanging out with me in front of his stall. And so, because the vet said I could let him lay down, I'm so happy because he's not rolling around in pain side to side. He's just fallen asleep. You know, he's been awake all night and just standing in one place all night, tied up. And so, this is just really good news. I mean, that he feels good enough to be able to just lay down and go to sleep. So then the vet said after he's refreshed and rested, I can take him out for a walk and let him eat some fresh green grass, just a little bit, to kind of stimulate things and get things moving a little bit inside. And he said that he thought maybe the reason he hasn't pooped since yesterday evening was because of the soft poos that he had yesterday afternoon. There were just a couple piles of soft poo, and then he hasn't pooped overnight. And I was concerned about a blockage because sometimes that can happen with colic. And but the vet said he thinks that's just because he hadn't eaten all night and had already emptied his bowels. So my husband's here. I think he's getting ready to go to work. So I'll talk to you later. Dadgum cat stole my croissant. Ugh. So I'm going to give you a little update. It's about 7:15. And Sam came out about 6:30 before he went to work. I ran in and got a cup of coffee and a croissant and brought it out. But the cat ate it, my croissant. So here's the update on Flint. So look at this. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? He's just chilling there. His eyes are fluttering. He's really tired. He's going to sleep right now. Maybe not. I think he's going to sleep right now. And he wouldn't be doing that if he was in pain. I don't think he would sleep through colic pain. Anyway, so I'm gonna give this a few more hours. When he wakes up from this nap, see him? He's been awake all night, the poor baby. So when he wakes up from this, it'll probably be daylight out, and I'm gonna take him for a little walk and let him have a few more nibbles of green grass. The vet said the green grass can help get stuff moving. So that's the plan. I'm going to be staying awake for, I don't know, several more hours. I feel like I can't go in and go to bed until I know that he's okay. I feel like that would be irresponsible anyway. So I don't know. I'll probably be out here yet for a couple more hours, a few more hours. He's asleep right now. So that's really, really, really good. I don't think he would be sleeping if he was in a bunch of pain. So anyway, that's the update. I'll probably do one more video when he is 100%, or when I'm sure he's turned the corner. I'm not 100% sure yet that he has turned the corner, but I'm feeling pretty hopeful. I have lost a horse to colic, and it's not pleasant. It's terrible. So, anyway, my son just came out and asked if I wanted a white mocha from Starbucks, and I said, oh, yes. So, anyway, that's the update about Flint. So far, at 7 in the morning, I'm feeling hopeful. It's been a long night, and it's not over yet, but I think we're on the downhill slope. Uphill slope? Downhill slope. Hey guys, guess what? It's daylight out. Yes, it is. And looky here. Flint is asleep.